As we all know, hunger is the in thing in Nigeria right now as a result of the lockdown. Be your brother's keeper. Be a good Samaritan. Show some love. Share what you have with others. The lockdown is not a period that got everybody smiling. Share some love. This show, The Lifeline on ECWA Television, brings together the needy and the giver to share in the moment of the lockdown. This show is on ECWA Television every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 4 p.m. It's a live show, so you can call and make your contributions.
Well, we sincerely apologize for bringing you the program the live line 5 minutes later than 4 p.m., which is a proposed time for the program. Well, it's the live line. Stella is in a whole world of her own. She is a mother of 4 and she's survived on hawking vegetables. Guess how much she earns per day? She gets 300 naira per day as interest on the vegetables she hawks. While Dave is another individual who has abundance at his disposal. He has food, he has money, he has everything that he needs, but he's not comfortable at the moment as a result of the lockdown. All he's concerned about at this time is how to get space to go out, keep fit, exercise, and keep body and soul healthy. While Stella doesn't have food at all to eat to feed her family and herself because of the directive of the lockdown in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So now the question is, whose need comes first? Well, I feel your guess is as mine, because that of Stella comes first, because the belly has to be fed first before the need for exercise. Well, this is Liveline, and on Liveline it is a live show, and it is a platform where you can call in to make your contributions. Do you have what it takes to meet the needs of persons such as Stella? Call us on the show and we'll get through, and then we'll get to connect you with Stella in order that her needs can be met. Persons like Stella's needs can be met. Well, joining me on the live line today is my colleagues. But before I introduce them, our topic of discussion is COVID-19 versus hunger. COVID-19 versus hunger. Well, my colleagues are Solomon Sambusabe and Joyce Iyakwari.
Thank you.
Which comes first, COVID-19 or hunger?
Okay, well, you should start then.
Well, for me,
you have an option to disagree.
Yeah, is hunger. Hunger comes first.
Why?
Because before the coming of COVID-19, there's hunger already. Looking at even the statistic given by the World Bank,
okay.
2018. In Nigeria, we are 190
Could you please
million.
hold on? Well, we need to let you know that your calls can come in anytime after 4:30. You can't call in now because the lines are not open. You have to wait until any time after 4:30 p.m. But the discussions will still be on. Remember, our topic of discussion is COVID-19 versus hunger. Please go on.
Yeah, so 2018 statistic that almost half of Nigerian population live below the international poverty line, which is less than $2
per day. Okay. All right. So let's say it's about 600 and something, getting to 700 naira per day. So people live below that amount per day. So hunger should come first.
Hunger.
Joyce, what's your submission?
I agree with Sambo on that, because before COVID-19, we've had the case of hunger. We've had people that have died due to hunger. And in the last episode, I mentioned something. I said, every 10 seconds, a child dies from hunger. Yes, since the beginning of COVID-19, even before now, we've not been having records of people that die from hunger. We've not been having the record of, okay, this is what is happening due to this is the rate of, this is the percentage or the rate of how people are dying in Nigeria, just in Nigeria. But we've been having record of how many people are dying due to COVID-19. So for me, hunger is important. I can't choose between hunger and COVID-19 because they are two deadly diseases, right? Yes. But you at least, even after COVID-19, I think the government should stand up, individuals should wake up, religious group, everybody, you know, should just wake up and do something about hunger. This is a disease that will live with us even after COVID-19. Well,
Joyce, we have to give respect to whom respect is due. Today, the 20th of April 2020, is the birthday of the ECWA president, talking about Reverend Stephen Baba Panya. Daddy, we celebrate you on this platform on Liveline. Right. Sorry, we're derailing a little, but we can't keep the good news. Yes. What do you have to say to the ECWA president?
Well,
I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah, sure. Daddy, we want to say happy birthday, long life and good health.
Okay, for me, well, Daddy, we wish you good health, more strength as you carry, you know, the cap, the activities of ECWA on your shoulder, that God should give you more strength, more wisdom. And we love you from ECWA Television.
Oh, yes, we love you. Being our pioneer coordinator of the ECWA TV Africa. So we're joined to say a big amen to all your prayers. Now, back to the point of discussion. Yeah. COVID-19 versus hunger. Now, can food cure COVID-19? I know you're not nutritionists. I know you're not medical personnel, but journalists have knowledge of a little of everything. What, in your opinion, would be your suggestion or would be your response to that question?
Okay, well, I am not a doctor, and I know for sure that food can manage COVID-19. I don't know about the curing aspect, but I know that it can manage COVID-19. If you are sick and you don't have anything in your belly, you know, that's a death sentence. But if you are sick and you know you eat healthy and you keep to some certain diet, I think it goes a long way in managing the situation. Just think of this: when you go to the hospital, they will just always insist, eat this certain type of food, get fruit, do this, do this. It's more of managing the situation so that your body can have the right vitamins and nutrients, you know, to heal. You know, our body is healing. Exactly. It heals by itself. So food
through the immune system.
Yes, food is a major, you know, what will I call it now? Something that can manage the situation.
Well, okay, let me draw attention.
And talk about when they say isolate, they are not telling you to isolate in hunger.
And stay hungry.
Yes, when you are isolating, yes, you are washing your hands, you are practicing social distancing, and you are eating. So you don't just stay hungry at home because you are isolating now. Or please eat good food because, you know.
Solomon, I can see that you can't wait for her to land. What's your take on that?
Well, I will go with her because if you look at it, let me answer this question straight. You know, food cannot cure COVID-19 because up to now, that's what the scientists have been battling to look out the solution on how to find, let's say, a vaccine for this particular pandemic that is ravaging the world. So we can't even talk about food curing. No.
But how are you sure about that? Just because scientists are looking for a vaccine that will cure, they are not thinking in the line of food. So you can't just conclude on that food cannot cure. Well, just
while you argue your point, let me take the point from Baju Bawa from Kaduna State, and he said, okay, from Ondo State, and then we also have somebody, an anonymous name from Ondo State. We have Baju Bawa from Kaduna. He said, I better die of the disease than to die of hunger.
Okay. I was going
talking
towards
about COVID-19.
I was going towards that.
Okay.
You know, because what you said it can only manage.
Yes.
But for now, you can't even talk. Now they are talking about how not to spread the disease first, while they are working on how to see. Look at the cases now. The way the case is really rising when it comes to Kano State. Check the rate.
There's a rapid increase.
The rapid increase. Because they traced of people like the social distancing that was not there, you know, and the rest.
Someone called it physical distancing than not social distancing.
Yeah, okay, we can say that. Physical distancing. Yeah. You know, what I want to say is that food can help manage. But you look at it now from what this person from Kaduna is saying. He said he'd rather die with the disease than hunger, which he has conditioned his mind. He doesn't care. So even the hunger is grade by grade. So when you talk about hunger, you begin to see, okay, what grade are we talking? Are we talking about real people that are truly hungry, that they don't even know, they don't have an idea where
their next meal will be?
Their next meal will even come.
Okay, I'll cite an example with a video that's gone viral on social media. The video where we have a truck, a very big truck with bags of rice in it. And a lot of people, you needed to have seen the crowd.
People struggling.
Yes,
to get
people
food
struggling.
and all that.
Nothing like social distancing, nothing like physical distancing.
So tell
and
me,
a lot of
will people in
with the
that
crowd.
video say they would rather die of hunger than the disease? I think people have choices. Just like the video you are talking about that we saw a lot of, people. Do you know, when I was watching the video, I was scared of people being stampeded and killed, during all that. Now, people, if you even look at the video closely, when a bag of rice or something, I don't know what it is, but I think it's a bag of food. When it's thrown to someone, there's someone else that will even grab it from you. So it's like a fight for survival. And that's in the aspect of food. You don't see that during the COVID-19 outbreak or even when they're like, people stay at home. Yes, in the plateau, a lot of people have adhered to that instruction. But other places, you see normal lifestyle and all that. People don't really care about the government directive and instruction. So, like I said, people have choices. There are people that would rather be hungry, and don't have the disease. Then there are people that would rather be healthy and die with the disease. So people have choices. There are people that, okay, for example, we've been hearing about people recovering from the COVID-19 disease and all, but we don't hear about people recovering from hunger or not dying from hunger. So that's just it for me. I think hunger should be something that should be tackled first before, yes, COVID-19 is serious, but yes, we are adhering to the lockdown. We are respecting the government, and we're hoping there should be something that will be done at the end of the day. But what about hunger? Will you do a lockdown so that you can distribute food? Or what is that? Like I said, even after COVID-19, something should be done about hunger.
Well, okay.
And to add to what she said, you see, even hunger can make your immune system prone to any kind of disease that ordinarily, if you are well fed, your immune system can just fight those small diseases. So now you look at it, if someone is really hungry and he's weak, then apart from the COVID-19 that we are talking, there are other diseases that even now they are killing people, and people are not, and then nobody is even talking about them now. So I think hunger
makes you exposed to a lot of other diseases.
Well, I'll bring us back to a research, and that says that 75% of Nigerians live in the rural areas, and of this 75%, majority of them are really poor. Though there is a middle class and then there is the very low class, but majority of them are at the low class. So hunger, it's really a pressing issue, and it's a thing of concern. And I remember there's a video too that is also going viral on the social media where I saw a lady, a well-built lady, physically endowed, looking beautiful, and then she
hunger doesn't respect.
Yes, it doesn't respect beauty. Funny enough, and then she tried to break into a store, and then guess what? The vigilante group in that area noticed that a shop was about to be boggled. Yes, and then they tried to get to the point where the person tried to enter into the shop, and then the vigilante he pulled a trigger at the target, and funny enough, God helped her. She what do they call it now? She bypassed the trigger. The bullet did not reach her. She narrowly escaped, and then she ran into the next compound, and then the people in that compound were not quiet about it. They raised an alarm, and she was caught. When she was asked what she went to get from that shop, guess what she said? She said no, she didn't go to steal money. All she needed was food, something to feed her belly. That was what spurred her to boggle that shop. is really pathetic. And
is.
all this is happening
It
in
is.
Nigeria.
It is. This is just one. This is just one out of the
many cases.
Yes, yes.
So with what is happening now, what should be the focus of some of the stars? Because I remember somebody, a caller, called, and then he made a contribution and said that there is need for our stars. There is need for our stars to focus on providing needs, providing the need for the needs of others, because these people, this populace, are their fans. Well, before we respond to that question, we shall quickly go on a break, and we shall be right back. Remember, the program is the Liveline. It's a live program, and you can call in anytime after 4:30.
As we all know, hunger is the in thing in Nigeria right now as a result of the lockdown. Be your brother's keeper. Be a good Samaritan. Show some love. Share what you have with others. The lockdown is not a period that got everybody smiling. Share some love. This show, The Lifeline on ECWA Television, brings together the needy and the giver to share in the moment of the lockdown. This show is on ECWA Television every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 4 p.m. It's a live show, so you can call and make your contributions.
Well, the show is the Liveline, and we are live on air. Yes, you can call in to make your contributions. Do you have something to donate to somebody who is needy at this during this lockdown period, the COVID-19 period? Because our topic of discussion is COVID-19 versus hunger, and my colleagues are still in the house talking about Joyce and Solomon. Well, I must say that the lines are open at the moment, so your calls can come in. We will take as much as we can take on this episode. Yes, we have a call. Hello, and tell us where you're calling from. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, what's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm Mr. Gada from Kaduna.
Okay, hi, Kaduna this afternoon, Mr. Gada.
Mr. Gada from Kaduna.
All right, make your contribution, please.
Yeah, I'm in Kaduna now. I'm watching you.
All right, please go ahead and make your contribution quickly.
We are begging government. The hunger day. It's not corona. It's not corona. It's not COVID-19. We are fighting. We are fighting hunger now. Please.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Dada, for making your contribution. All right, so calls can come in. So can you see now that it is not COVID-19 we are fighting?
And you know, like
hunger.
Just like we said earlier, people have choices.
Yeah.
People just want to be healthy. People just want food, and that's the major thing that thing that everybody is asking for. I think we have a call.
All right. Hello. What's your name and where you're calling from? Hello. Hello.
I'm calling from Boronu.
Okay.
I come from Boronu.
What's your name, please?
I come from Kaduna. I come from Boronu.
What's your name, please?
What about the hunger? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. What's your name,
Tell
please?
us your name.
My name is Big God. I'm calling from Boronu.
Okay, please go ahead and make your contribution.
My contribution is we're begging for government to make them find the medicine for the coronavirus. They kill us here because of no market, nothing movement. People they suffer.
All right, thank you so much for the contribution. Well, the Liveline is a show where we try to get people who can donate to meet the needs of some persons. Yeah, you can call in to tell us where your need is and all of that, but we need people who can really meet the needs of those persons. It doesn't matter where your location is in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria. Just let us know. Tell us your name, your location, what you have to donate. Is it cash? Is it goods? Is it in kind? Just let us know, and we'll know how to connect you with these persons, with the needy persons in each state. All right, so still on the topic of hunger.
Well, I know this
We've
program
got another
is,
call. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please, what's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, please, we lost that call, but I would like to say that at this point, when you try to call in, please ensure that you move away from your TV set, or better still, you turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear your contribution, because the line is buzzing and a lot of people are trying to get through. Please, if you've been trying to get through and it's not going through, please don't get discouraged. Keep calling. It may likely go through because your contributions are valid, your donations are valid. All right.
No, she's just
Okay,
making a point.
We got another call. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. We can hear you. Please go ahead and make your contribution.
We are calling Felix from Onitsha.
Okay.
Felix from where?
The truth is that hungry is too much. People are suffering too much from Onitsha.
Okay, so thank you so much, Felix, for calling. Your point has been noted. Thank you. People are suffering hunger too much, according to Felix from Onitsha.
Please, anybody that has a lot that can share can also call so that we can, get across to him, and those that don't have can really get something from them. I think it's just people that are in need that are calling. You have something to offer to, you can call so that at least we can be that bridge.
Well, I must say that it mustn't be a large amount. You may have a token, your widow's mite. You can contribute to the cause of the needy. Contribute to the cause of the needy.
Yeah, the program is being designed to just be a bridge between the needy and then those that have. If you have and you are thinking of how to reach them, maybe because of the lockdown, and you're thinking, yes, there's a lockdown, you can't move, you can't get to people's houses, and the rest. We can do that on your.
Okay.
Right. We can as well do that on your behalf. It may not be
We've
necessarily.
got another call. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is John Abulus. I'm calling from Kaduna.
Okay. Go ahead, please. We can hear you.
Okay. I want to congratulate ECWA for putting out a program like this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, at the same time, I want to speak on behalf of the disabled people.
Okay.
Because I'm someone on a wheelchair. So I want to know, I'm an ECWA member. I want to know if there is any special thing that ECWA has for her own disabled people.
So what's the situation like? How are you coping this period of the lockdown? How are you coping?
So it's God that is helping. It's God that is helping us.
All right. Thank you so much for making that point.
He just asked a question and he's asking if ECWA had something for disabled people. This is ECWA television, just the voice of ECWA in general. And this program is designed, to take
call.
Hello.
Issues like that. Hello. Please move away from your TV set. Hello. All right, you were making a point.
Yes, like I said, this is ECWA television and is the voice of ECWA in general, And if this program is being designed to meet the needs of people, this is one way ECWA is doing something.
We'll come back to that again. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, ma. Yes, sir. Good evening, rather.
Coronavirus shut everything down. People should know what to do about it.
Okay, so what point are you trying to make, ma?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, even though I didn't hear.
We should do something about it.
Coronavirus. We should do something.
Is shutting down everything, so we should do something about it.
Okay,
and it's possible she's a businesswoman.
So
maybe
as a
well, that's a challenge to ECWA television.
That's another call. Hello. Hello. Please, when you call, quickly make your contribution. There are lots of calls coming in so that you can allow others to make their own contribution, please. Hello, and where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Delta State.
Okay, what's the name, please?
My name is Rejoice. I'm calling from Delta State. I'm watching you today, and I know what people are even saying. So everything is rough. Nothing is moving. Honestly, people should know what to do. They should call government to help everybody. So we can do at least 3,008 percent. So I can take it and manage.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Wow, she ended with a laughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
The responsibility that is now for ECWA Television. Right. Well, I don't blame anyone for really saying that, but we are bringing people together. If you are thinking what your church can do for you, remember you are a church. Just like I said from the last time.
Yes.
Will you have
another call?
Okay.
Hello. All right, so we must say that again, the Liveline, the program, the Liveline, it's a platform where those who have can call in to tell us about their donation. You can decide to call back after the program so that those in need, the needs of those in need can be met. We shall pause now to take a break and we shall be right back. The program is still on.
As we all know, hunger is the in thing in Nigeria right now as a result of the lockdown. Be your brother's keeper. Be a good Samaritan. Show some love. Share what you have with others. The lockdown is not a period that got everybody smiling. Share some love. This show, The Lifeline on ECWA Television, brings together the needy and the giver to share in the moment of the lockdown. This show is on ECWA Television every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 4 p.m. It's a live show, so you can call and make your contributions.
Well, the Liveline is the program, and remember that the show comes every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 4 p.m. Do well to join us on this platform because it's a live program where you can call in to make your donations in order to meet the need of the needy. And a vital question was raised. The caller called and raised the vital question, demanding ECWA Television and the government to provide a particular amount and send to their various accounts. Yes. Joyce, you were responding to that. Please make your point.
I was trying to say, if you are waiting for, government will always say, don't ask what the government will do for you. Ask what you can do for you know. But this is not the case now. ECWA is an organization, right? And we are the members. We make up ECWA. Now, you can't say, what is ECWA doing? What is ECWA trying to do to curb the COVID-19?
Who is ECWA?
Who is ECWA? That's number one. Yes, we are members of ECWA. And ECWA decided, especially ECWA Television, decided to come with this platform now to help each other. If you have, I don't have. Let's see how we can share. That's one way to do this. Now you are asking what ECWA are doing. You are an ECWA member. You are a church. You as an individual, you can do something for someone that is suffering out there. If you don't have, call. We'll connect you with someone that has, that you can, feed your children, take little from. You can't wait for government palliative. You can't always, government will always be government. Like our boss said the other day, government will always be government.
I have to put you on hold because some calls are coming in. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. I'm Shadrach calling from Rukuba Road, Plateau State.
Go ahead, Shadrach.
Shadrach from Plateau State at Rukuba Road.
Go ahead, please. Make your contribution.
Okay, I really want to appreciate what you're really doing.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Thank you.
We're on. We're listening.
I say I want to appreciate your program that you're doing.
Okay.
And again, I want to suggest that since ECWA has a media house like this,
all right,
I would really want to suggest that instead of maybe the media house to be used to advocate for the whole state,
All right.
That instead of sharing palliatives to people of Plateau State, I would advise that they should have a price control so that if there is any relief of a lockdown, they should have a price control. They should take the money that they're supposed to share to people and also have a price control. I think that will also help people.
Okay.
All right. Noted. Thank you so much for your contribution.
You know, this program is not just for Plateau State. It's a national thing, and it's even worldwide.
All states
we have
in Nigeria
and
other
abroad.
countries of the
We
world,
have
yeah.
ECWA USA. We have how many DCCs of ECWA do we have? And they are everywhere. Now, if you are in this DCC and you have something to share with someone, call us. We'll get to the chairman of the DCC or whatever ways we want to do, and those items will be distributed to people that are less privileged. And if you are in need, you can still call us. Then we'll see how we can, connect with someone that.
Solomon, you were trying to say something. Quickly make your contributions because calls are still coming.
Yeah, we will take the calls because we're here for them, and then because some of them are raising some vital questions that we need to clear. Because if you leave it blind, then the aim of the program somehow will be defeated. Because he's talking about, okay, they appreciate us, ECWA, the media house, what we are doing. Yes, it's the executive made it possible, and I think that's where you're hearing us now, and then we are discussing this. You see, he's talking, okay, we should mediate. Yes, and that's what we are doing, even between the masses and the government.
On the program, the Lifeline.
On the program, the Lifeline. Yes, it's a good suggestion, but Sir Shedrack, we are just doing our best. What we are trying to see now, you as a member of ECWA, what do you have? What can you share? That's the essence of the program. If you have something, even if you cannot bring it to us here, check your neighbor, the next door, and then find out, do that person have something? If no, then try and help with the little that you have. But if you have something in bulk that you think you want to give us, like bag of rice, we're not talking to Shedrack alone. Anywhere that you think you have something that we want to connect to
how
us,
you will move.
to move it, connect to us.
We'll let you know how to go about it.
We'll let you know how to go about it. Is it money that you want to send? We know we have access to some needy. It may not be really necessarily somebody you see every day, but the Bible taught us that person that is your neighbor is someone that is in need.
Okay, let's
if you can meet someone from this end, I think it's still okay. That's the essence of the program.
So, hello,
Joyce. Is it just
okay, go ahead. You are live on the Lifeline. Please go ahead and make your contribution.
I'm still Joyce. I'm still Solomon. I'm still Bali.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you put on page, you know that person put on.
All right, thank you so much. Please, can you quickly...
I'm trying to tell people that hunger is too much for them. You said, pardon?
Thank you so much for calling. Please, when you make your calls, please go ahead and make your contribution. There are many waiting to call in, please.
And we really appreciate
we appreciate her for recognizing
she's trying to tell us that she's watching live. She's not just calling from somewhere, knowing that the program is on. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your contribution.
All right. So, hello. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, we lost that call. Okay.
If you check,
another is coming.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
The network.
All right. So
if you check people that call, based from the question you raised.
I'll pause again. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, rather. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel Boyta. I'm calling from Zamfara State.
Okay.
My name is Emmanuel Boyta. I'm calling from Zamfara State.
Yes, please go ahead and make your contribution.
My contribution to your program is that what is happening now, about what is happening now, I want to call our rich people or these government workers. We have to go and look our people about this issue.
Okay.
We have to look what is happened to them.
All right.
One of them, they are locked down now. They are on house. They don't have food. They don't have anything. And then that the teaching that they weren't poor people. That I'll use this opportunity to call our biggest government workers and rich people. They have to look for the poor people. Please and please. That's my contribution.
Well, that's the essence of the program, the Liveline. Thank you so much for calling.
I like that. I like that. Well, before we go on with the calls and all, let's give a breakdown of the confirmed cases now of COVID-19.
Yeah, because we're talking COVID-19 versus hunger.
Yes, we have total confirmed cases 627. Then we have discharge 170. Then the total death 21. Now, this, if you look at from when we started this program, the cases were low.
Yes.
But right now, everything is moving so fast. And I don't know, we're still waiting on the government if they have a vaccine or not. Now, we don't have, like I said, we don't have record of hunger, of hungry people. But from the calls that we're receiving, you will know that if we are to take calls from today and to tomorrow, it will hit more than this.
Joyce, I must say that somebody called in after the show and asked the question. Guess what the question is? When will COVID-19 end? That's the question.
People are really tired of COVID-19.
Yes, and then after asking the question, he went ahead to say that they are suffering, they are not finding it easy under the lockdown. So you can see that hunger is really, really biting hard. And most of us don't, in fact, we don't even know when the COVID-19 outbreak will end. And the based on the updates you just given, the cases keep increasing.
You see, no one will really say when exactly this pandemic will end. But there's something that GM always says, you know.
Something that GM always says. Hello?
Hello?
Good afternoon, good evening, Radan. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Gombe.
Okay, please go ahead and make your contribution.
What's her name?
Hello?
What's your name, please? Your name, please. Hello? Okay, we lost that call.
Her reception, I think.
Yeah.
GM always says something.
Yes, you know, in this situation of COVID-19,
people will be wondering, what is GM?
Okay.
If you don't say the name.
The ECWA TV general manager.
Yes.
Talking about engineer Tony Jane Akani.
You know, he always say, in this situation that we are in now, what can you do? What can you do differently? You know, and then he's trying to say, okay, this time around is a time that we will look inward and begin to think, begin to create innovations. You know, like, okay, now that we don't know when this pandemic will end, okay, what if it's prolonged?
What happens?
What happened? Do you have that budget? Now that we don't even know, if we are saying, okay, in the next 2 weeks, some people don't even have budget for the next 2 weeks. So we don't know. All we are trying to say, don't allow this disease get close to you. The normal hygiene,
maintain the normal hygiene practice. Wash your hands.
Yes, wash your hands, the physical distance and the rest. I think that would really help. For now, we don't know.
All right, let's pick this call. Hello? Yes. Hello, what's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
My name is Barnabas John. I'm calling from Plateau State.
Okay, please go ahead and make your point.
And I think the problem we are facing here in Plateau State is, I said the issue of there's no food and then people are just locked down in their houses.
Okay. So what contribution do you have to make for the needy?
I think the government should do something regarding that so that at least people will get something to eat.
All right, so before the government, what can you as an individual do?
Actually, in my area, if people are hungry, at least if they visit in our house, they will have something to eat. We have food plenty. It's just not here around. If they can come, we have food. We have cooked food.
Oh, wow.
With the lockdown?
With the lockdown, how will they move?
The levels can easily come out.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Thanks for calling. That's a good one on his part.
Neighbors. Yeah.
Yes.
We just advocated that. So
this is the right time for us to challenge ourselves as human beings, as Christians, as people that don't even you know, they are just humans. Whatever religion you practice, this is the right time to challenge, because we know religions, all other religions practice love, sharing and all. This is the time to challenge yourself to know if you're really a practicing, you know, Christian or a human being. If you can provide something for someone that is hungry, you know, is you showing that you really love your neighbor.
This is a time to tell whether you're a practicing Christian or just
in
a
general,
human being in general. Well, that act will show by the way you give. Well, we shall go on a break quickly and we will be back. The program is still The Liveline and we're live on air.
As we all know, hunger is the in thing in Nigeria right now as a result of the lockdown. Be your brother's keeper. Be a good Samaritan. Show some love. Share what you have with others. The lockdown is not a period that got everybody smiling. Share some love. This show, The Lifeline on ECWA Television, brings together the needy and the giver to share in the moment of the lockdown. This show is on ECWA Television every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 4 p.m. It's a live show, so you can call and make your contributions.
Well, the show is The Liveline. It's a platform where the needy and those who have can provide for those who do not have. And it's a program that comes every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 4 p.m. It's a live program where you can call in, and we have received a couple of calls, and we want to use this opportunity to say many thanks to Mr. Sunday Stephen from Taraba State and Mr. Habila Uyep from Jos, the Plateau State capital, for indicating interest to donate in cash and goods. I must say a big thank you. What do you have to say to this?
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Like Joyce said, this is a time to show really what you are practicing. And you see, even this donation that we are advocating, people should like show love to their neighbors. We are not restricting it to Christian. No. I think our religion is more of practical. It's more of practical. Because people see what you do, and then they try to ask, what's your belief? Then that's when they will know that he's a Christian. And they'll be like, oh, wow. Okay, what's the foundation? It's Jesus Christ. So anything that you can do now to project those good teachings of Christ, I think this is
Project
the right time.
them.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria State.
All right. What's your name, please?
Now,
Hello, sir. What's your name? What is your name? Tell us your name.
my name is Habila Dimas.
Oh, Habila Dimas. Thank you so much for calling. Make your contribution, please.
All right. Just Tuesday is a bit calm. At least a lot of people have gone out today, and the state government gave out a little bit time off the restrictions.
Okay.
So I think everybody is just trying to get something to replace in their household against the lockdown starting again from tomorrow.
All right. So what points do you have to make in line with our topic of discussion, COVID-19 versus hunger? Hello?
I think a lot of people are just agitating for a lot of things. A lot of people are even scared of the hunger than the COVID-19 itself.
All right. So what can you do to alleviate the suffering of your neighbor?
All right. I had a case day before yesterday where one of my neighbors came around to knock to beg for food, and I was able to help in the little way I can.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Habila, for calling. We are grateful.
Yeah, welcome.
All right.
You know, I know a community that is bringing resources together. Is a group. They are bringing their resources together, challenging everyone to donate or contribute this amount of money and all that. Now, the money won't be given to people. They will just buy food in large, yam, rice, and all that. Then they will share. They are not sharing just to Christians. They are sharing to everybody in that community. If you are in need, come and get something. And you know, the committee, the committee comprises of a king, the chiefs, the people that at least have something in that community.
leaders.
That way
need-
there's
leader.
transparency and accountability.
Yes.
And I remember what somebody from Ekpe, Lagos said, that food is shared in Lagos, but the food is in the hand of party leaders, not in the hand of the masses.
That's a mistake that we do, that most of us community leaders and all that do. Even when you try to be transparent or accountable about it, people would still think you're hiding some food behind. Why not, when you get that, you can get a committee or bring everything together? Okay, like this committee I just spoke about, they're bringing everything to the palace. And when they take everything there, if you're in need, go pick what you want. If it's rice you want, you can line up for the rice. If it is yam,
Joyce,
and all that.
I must interrupt at this time
okay.
because time
Okay.
is not on our side.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello,
good evening, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jebubasa, Plateau State.
Okay, please go ahead and make your point.
Okay, I want to see hunger as even greater epidemic than the coronavirus.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, and I want to see this is a time where our spirituality will be tested. And you can reach out to the needy. Like in my own case, I'm a primary school teacher, and I've helped one of my neighbors who is definitely deeply in need.
Okay.
Like I try to practice the deeds of the Macedonia church when they gave out of their poverty. Yeah, so this is a time for the church as Christians to help your neighbor.
Wow, that's
Thank
a
you.
valid contribution. Thank you so much for that. The Macedonian church,
Sure.
they gave out of
their-
nothing,
out of nothing,
out of the
their
little
poverty.
they had.
Yeah.
And we should
I
not
think-
forget our theme of the year. Not by power, not by might, but by the Spirit. A lot of people in this period will asking, where is God? What is happening? Is it that he doesn't know what is happening and
He
all
knows.
that? But we should know, we should go in line with the theme. Before these themes come in play and all that, there are things, there are visions, there are points that God has spoken to, maybe the president or the person that is in charge of
leaders.
Yes, our leaders and all that.
Executives.
So this is the time to really test our spirituality.
And you see, okay.
Hello? Hello? Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Shadrach calling from Kaduna.
Okay, please go ahead and make your point.
He's calling back.
From Kaduna, Shadrach from
I think he called
Kaduna.
him.
I just thank you for this. Just thank you for this COVID-19 versus hunger.
Okay.
COVID-19 and hunger, because it's happening right now.
Hmm.
Because yesterday our government said that tomorrow there will be a lockdown. But I came home from work today. When I came home today,
Yes.
I went to the market around home. There is no stop. Everything has finished. So I created a group. People go to nearby. I put them in the group. I named it Hunger by since COVID-19. And I had my problem that I didn't have food stuff.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Shadrach. God will meet you at the point of your need.
Amen. Amen.
You can, even after this program, they can send their feedback, they can send their contribution through our social media platforms.
Yes, that's true.
ECWA
On
Television, on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Please, if you have anything to say to us, please do send your contribution. And this program is progressive. From we have Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
and
So when we don't read your messages live on this show, we can read it on Wednesday, which will be a bigger package.
Next show, yeah.
Well, and I must say that the topic for today is COVID-19 versus hunger. And we've got great topics. We would have a wonderful and an interesting topic for Wednesday by 4 p.m. this week. So do ensure that you hook up with us and get our social media platforms busy. So no, you have been itching to say something.
Yes, this issue of sharing palliatives and the rest is not only government. It's not only government. So we just have to get this thing straight. You understand? It's a test of our spirituality. You understand? Because if you look at it, the government are doing their part. All that we are trying to encourage, just do your part. Because if you are saying you are looking up to government have failed us several times, and they will keep failing. Just hold on to your faith, your belief. If you are Christian, hold to the promises of Christ. Stick to Him. He is the only one that will never fail you, whether in hunger or in sickness. Because if you look at it, even if they say they bring palliative, they only look at those people that serve them during elections and campaigns. They don't care whether that person is in need or not. They just want to do that so that he will know that they identify with him at so period. That's just it. So please, if you are out there and you are saying you are looking for government, just try and just look up to Christ. He's the only one that will not fail you.
Well, I must say that you may want to keep your contribution or your donation private. Yes, we can help you do that. So just call us after the program or send a text and we'll follow up on that. We'll tell you how well to get that done. You can also make use of our social media platforms, talking about the Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and the Instagram. And we're also, on Facebook. And the name is ECWA. In caps, ECWA, then television in full, ECWA television. Just search for ECWA television and you will get to connect with us on our social media platforms.
And okay, the last thing I would like to say,
Sure.
there is love in sharing.
Yes.
No matter how little you have, you can share with your neighbor. I'm always insisting and emphasizing on that. Share with your neighbor. You know, when
Because
you
there's
have,
lockdown.
yes, when you have and you give, the one that will come to you will be, you know, a multiple. It will be counted like 10 times and over when you give. And it will go round. Just look at Jesus when he fed 5,000 people with a little quantity of food. You know, it was enough for everybody to go around. When you start thinking, my food is little, if I share, how will I get the next? Just test and see what God will do. You know, yes, it's not magic, it's not anything, but just share, and it will go a long way.
Well, let's quickly say a prayer for the ECWA president, quickly, in one sentence.
Well, Daddy, we love you. God bless you.
A prayer for those in need and the COVID-19 period.
Okay, just hold on. Just look unto God, like Sambo Solomon said, and everything will be okay.
Well, I join Pastor Salamaila to end this way, that in life, people will know you for two things: the problem you solved and the problems you created. Be a problem solver. That does it on the live line today. Join us on Wednesday live on the show at 4 p.m. Call us and we'll pick your calls, because it promises to be enlightening. It promises to be very, very, very deep, as we shall take on another topic of discussion that you would want to be a part of. Thank you so much for doing this with us. And from ECWA TV Africa, we say thank you sincerely for doing this with us. Bye-bye.
Out there in this lockdown are a lot who cannot make it from day to day.
Some of them are orphans.
Some of them are widows.
Some are less privileged.
Some are on sick beds. Some are disabled, waiting on someone to share with them from their earnings. Some have been locked down even before the lockdown.
What do you have? What can you share with anyone?
What is the little you can do to reduce the burden on someone's shoulder?
Look deep within and be your brother's keeper during the lockdown.
With love from ECWA TV Africa.